A 3-0 sweep and a 9-2 run. We are sizzling hot. Let's talk some more basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven. And that's right, the smile on my face, a 3-0 sweep. You gotta love it. 2 were easy and 1 was not, that's for sure. But this is nice. Been on a nice little 9-2 run, 4 straight profitable days. Let's see if we can keep that rolling. We'll go over the recap in just a little bit. But big news, MLB opening day is here. That video is out now. We have 3 giveaways. You're gonna want to go check it out. And we give you a ton of research help for opening day, as well as my 4 best bets. Absolutely love baseball. So go check out that video as it is already out. But of course, any graphics you see in this video or other videos are from an app called OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click that link below for the 7-day free trial. So let's get into it, and that means it is dad joke time. Here we go. Why do scuba divers fall backwards off the boat? Because if they fell forward, they'd still be in the boat. Even Ryan laughed at that. That was a good one. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday, a nice 3-0 day, and then that injury report, back-to-backs, and then, of course, we'll talk defenses versus the power forward position like we do every Thursday, and then we'll give you our best bets and finish it up with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, as we got 2 sports coming at you every single day, and we're on our way to 40,000 subscribers. So let's get it rolling, and that means it's recap time. There it is, the 3 beautiful green check marks and my face in the corner because Ryan is back to editing, thank goodness. Tyrese Halliburton double-double, easy peasy. He actually had over 10 assists before he hit 10 points, but he got the job done in the third quarter. Justin Edwards over 15.5 points, got the job done in the third quarter. And then Jamal Murray over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. I made that bet because Jokic was out or doubtful, and then he all of a sudden decided to play along with all of his teammates. And Murray, it took to the very end, but he finally cashed. So we're now 281 and 227, up 28.84 units. Can we finally hit the 30 unit mark? Obviously, it'd be nice if I actually bet all these at 1 unit, but you know what? It is what it is. We'll take the wins either way. So that's what we got for the recap. Now let's take a look at the injury report. All right, we got an 8-game slate today. Again, this is the injury report the night before. A ton can change by tip-off, as we've seen every single day. Mavericks at Magic. Anthony Davis is questionable. I think he's going to play. PJ Washington out. Cole Anthony is doubtful for the Magic. And then Spurs at Cavs. The next Cavalier to take a rest is Evan Mobley. He's going to be out. Ty Jerome is questionable. Pacers at Wizards. Middleton, George, and Smart are out, if anyone cares about the Warriors injury report. Hawks at Heat. Trey is probable. Capella is out, and then Dunkin' Donuts is questionable for the Heat. And then Grizzlies at Thunder. John Morant still out. Cason Wallace and J-Dub are questionable for the Thunder. Lakers at Bulls. That's the big one because Giddey's huge right now. Vucevic and Giddey are both questionable. Bulls are playing actual good basketball right now. Kobe White is probable. Rockets at Jazz. Thompson and Adams both questionable. Amen Thompson was the one who was a late scratch last game. And then Markkanen, Clarkson, and Collins are all questionable as well. Blazers at Kings. Kamara questionable. Grant doubtful. Monk and LaRavia for the Kings are questionable. The 3 teams on the back-to-back, Pacers, Wizards, and Lakers. Pacers and Wizards are absolutely horrendous on a back-to-back, as you see by their ATS record on 0 days rest. And then the Lakers 7-4 ATS, the 5th best record on 0 days rest. So that's what we got for all that info. Now let's talk the power forwards. We start out with the defenses giving up the most points to the power forward position, and we only got one matchup. The Mavericks facing Paolo Banchero, 31 points per game. Mavericks giving up 24.8. Again, reminder, if Anthony Davis plays, he might get the Anthony Davis treatment, which makes it a little tougher, makes their defense a little better. So just something to keep in mind. But Jazz, Kings, and Lakers are all playing today, and then we got LeBron, Siakam, and Adebayo over there also playing. So that's the points. Now let's check out the rebounds. We got no matchups. Some teams playing and players playing. Obviously, that's what happens every day. Wizards and Magic are in the top 5, giving up the most rebounds to power forwards. Then you see LeBron. Mobley is out. I'm going to keep him up there just because he's only out for like a game, so you can use it throughout the weekend and stuff. But Amen Thompson questionable, Chet Holmgren, and then Adebayo as well. So let's go take a look at the assists. Only one matchup again. Not many matchups today. And it's the Mavericks against Paolo Banchero yet again. 4.4 assists per game. Mavericks giving up 5.4. And then you see the Spurs and the Hawks giving up the most assists to the power forward position. Both are playing today along with LeBron over there. So that's what we got for any over bets. Now let's take a look at the toughest power forward matchups. And these are the teams giving up the fewest points, rebounds, and assists. Of course, the Magic up there, fewest assists, 3. Not a surprise there. But other than that, a surprise might be the Wizards giving up the 4th fewest to power forwards. I guess every other position is scoring on them. Rockets, Bulls, Thunder, so on and so on. Then we got the Bulls giving up the 3rd fewest rebounds to power forwards. So overall, they've been pretty good, allowing the bottom 6 or top 6, however you look at it, and fewest points and rebounds to the power forward position. But that's what we got for all the research help. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Miami, Florida, where the Heat host the Atlanta Hawks. Heat minus 1.5. Total in this one is 227. We're going back to a bet that we cashed as a lean, like last week or the week before. Give me Onyeka Okongwu over a half a three-pointer made, minus 115 on ESPN bet. This is a half unit play for me because, well, it's a big man just trying to knock down 1-3. But hopefully you guys remember this one. We kind of talked about it, but again, we'll do it again. The last 8 games is when he started to shoot more. He's over now in 7 of the last 8 games. He's made 2 or more threes in 4 of the last 8. 23 three-point attempts in the last 8 games. That's around 3 a game, hash brown math. A 1 for 3 cashes this bet. That's not even asking for much, guys. We just need a guy to make 1 stinking three-pointer. He is also, by the way, 13 for his last 23. The confidence is there. He is going to jack it up if he has some chances. That's 56% in his last 8 games. That's just wild. Matchup: Miami giving up the 7th most threes made to centers last 30 days. Ware is not a guy who wants to leave the paint and chase guys all around to the three-point line. So I think it's a decent matchup. I don't really care about the matchup as much in this one. He's going to get a few good looks. But he has played the Heat twice this year. He's over in both games. Hit 2 and 1 on 3 and 2 attempts. Pretty simple here. Going to keep it kind of short and simple here with Onyeka because I just need him to knock down 1. Just 1 3-ball needs to go down. If he could do that in the first few minutes, I would really appreciate it. But give me 0017 for over a half a 3 as my first best bet. All right, this second one takes us out to Oklahoma City, where the Thunder host the Memphis Grizzlies. Thunder minus 10. Total in this one is 238.5. I'm going with the spread. Give me the Thunder minus 10, minus 110 on bet 365. A lot of 10s there. Half unit play for me here. I know it's not a player prop. You guys don't like that, but I'm not going to overthink this one. Let's talk the Grizzlies first. They have faced the Thunder 3 times this year. Lost by 17, 13, and 24 points. It is flat out not a good matchup for them. In the last 5 games, they have the 12th best net rating. That's not great for them. Usually they're a little higher up. Grizzlies have really struggled versus good teams. Since March 1st, they lost to the Clippers by 20, lost to the Blazers, who have been really good since the All-Star break, by 16. They even lost to the Kings by 10. They're average at best. Lost by 9 to the Cavs and lost by 17 to the Thunder in one of those 3 games. The Grizzlies are a terrible 4-17 against the spread in their last 21. It has not been pretty. No John Morant again, and now they have to face the number 1 team in the NBA on the road. Thunder still doing Thunder-type things, whatever that means. Last 10 games, 9-1. Number 1 net rating in the NBA by far. 7-game win streak. Covered the spread in 6 of their last 7. That's tough to do because they usually have some pretty big spreads. In that 7-game winning streak, how about beating the Celtics, Pistons, Bucks, and Clippers? That's right, not too bad. And then when they play the weak teams, they've been pounding them. Beat the Kings by 16, beat the Hornets by 35, the 76ers by 33, the Bucks by 16. I know they're not a terrible team, obviously, and they've also covered 7 straight games at home. I mean, this is just one of those instances. It's the better team, it's the healthier team, and they've already proven they can beat them down 3 times. So give me the Thunder minus 10 as my second best bet, and that's going to be the final one on the video right now. Again, there are too many big injuries that I've been burned by, and there's just a lot of question marks right now up in the air. But before we check out that recap, let's talk some leans. All right, I have not made these official bets yet, but these are a couple leans I want to talk through until we see more injury news on everybody in the NBA and everything going on overnight. Things happen that are crazy. So the first one, Jaren Jackson, under 21.5 points. As you heard, I think this game's going to be somewhat of a blowout with the Thunder. If that happens, unders are the way to go. Thunder giving up the 7th fewest points per game, 2 power forwards in the last 30 days. Jackson is actually under this line in the 2 games that he played against OKC, scoring 13 and 19. He's under this line in 13 of 23 games without John Morant and with Desmond Bane. Blowout, tough matchup. I like his under here. Second one, Donovan Mitchell under 35.5 PRAs. This one's a little scarier. He's under this line in 7 straight games, though, before he just had his day off. He's not been playing well, not been shooting that great. The Spurs suck defensively. No question about it. I'm not even going to sit here and try to argue that. But them sucking is also why I like this bet, because it's blowout city. I would not be shocked if the Cavs won by 30 here. And with the Cavs resting players, every once in a while, like you see Mobley resting in this game. You had Donovan Mitchell last game. They're not trying to play these starters big minutes. They're full control of the number 1 seed in the East. So if this game becomes a blowout, they will sit Donovan Mitchell. They don't want to risk anything at all in a game like this. If this game stays competitive somehow and he plays full minutes, this bet might be in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. But again, he's gone under in 7 straight already. I know not having Mobley doesn't help. He's gonna have a little higher usage, but this is still a high number in a game that you could see be a 20-point game by halftime, and I would not be surprised. So those are my 2 leans and my best bets for the day. Again, I will have added plays. It'll be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, those are my 2 best bets so far. Again, more are coming in the morning. Onyeka Okongwu over a half a 3-pointer made, minus 115 for a half unit. And the Thunder Rolls, baby, minus 10 for another half unit. And I will be adding more in the pinned comments below, so be sure to check that out. But if you haven't already, go check out that MLB opening day best bets video. Put a lot of work into that. Hopefully we can have another good MLB season as we finish strong here in the NBA. So hope everyone has a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.